Dear Dina, I went to see a movie over the weekend, finally, with some friends. The theater was pretty full, and it was one of those assigned seats theaters. In front of us was two dads with kids who had already seen the movie, and they talked through the entire first half. And they're talking about what's going to happen next. It was unbelievable, and it was totally ruining the movie for us. So I went to the manager about halfway through. The manager came and talked to them, and they kind of got into an argument. He ended up asking them to leave, and they refused. Now everyone around us is annoyed, and we're missing even more of the movie. Finally, they left. A few minutes later, I went to use the restroom. I saw them all standing there, and one of the kids was crying. Suddenly, I felt awful about it. Did I do the right thing? Signed, instant regret in Imesville.
That's tough. I mean, yes, I can understand you feeling horrible. Yeah, I would have been like, I would never say anything because that's not how I am, and I would be like, all right, well, I'll wait till it comes on streaming and I'll see it again and see if I could. But it's you have the right to see the movie in peace and not have people talking about it, and that is one of the risks, right, of going into the theater. And they always run those PSAs, if you will, like make sure that your phone's off, make sure you're not just talking, blah,
Respect
blah, blah.
others. Yep.
So I don't know that you did anything wrong, the outcome, and I know that your heart is like broken because this little kid was crying. That's on the parents. The parents should be like, hey, this is not the time. I know we're excited, but we can talk about this at home later. So the only suggestion I may have differently, it's hard for you to go to them, and actually they recommend that you don't do that. So going to the manager was the right thing.
Yeah, I disagree.
Well, they say they I know that
Who's they?
The movie people. They're like, let us handle this. You know, we'll take care of it.
You tap somebody on the shoulder and say, hey, man, I know you really enjoyed this, but we'd like to see it. Just try that. If they continue, then go to the manager.
Well,
but
I know.
You have to
excuse that behavior.
You have to do one-on-one first.
Yeah, well, I agree
one-on-one
with that,
first.
But they say not to do that, and I always thought the same thing that you.
Yeah, no. You tell, hey, man, look, we've never seen this movie. I think it's great you've seen it, but can you just pipe down while we try to enjoy it?
Don't throw popcorn at them.
No, don't. No, don't do
Even
that.
though it's, if you go to Warehouse, there's free popcorn.
Yeah.
The only other suggestion I would be is once you talk to the manager, say, look, I'm fine if you want to give us a ticket to a future show or reimburse. I don't want to ruin the experience for them, but you're totally within your right to also ask for reimbursement if you truly did not get to see the movie, and it sounds like they didn't. So you may want to ask for a reimbursement as well. That's tough. That's tough. That's really hard. And then the kid crying. Oh man, I would have been like, here, want some cookies?
Oh my gosh. Well, the dads, it wasn't the kids talking, it was the dads. That's the problem. They shouldn't have been the ones, chatting about it. They should have been shushing their kids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
awful.
It's not good.
It's not good. All right. Dear Dina, we're here for you. I don't know if that's helpful or not, but you can certainly ask under the features tab at key103radio.com. Dear Dina.